Hello and welcome to ETV Bharat. I'm joined by Vice President of European Investment Bank, Mr. Andrew McDowell. Andrew, if you could tell us about this, because India with the EIB has unveiled this offshore wind initiative. Talk a bit about this and how will it affect both in achieving our renewable energy targets as well.
Well, thank you. It's great to be here in New Delhi. To open this afternoon the European Investment Bank Conference on offshore wind financing. And we have invited local banks and promoters as well as European developers with experience in offshore wind to discuss the very ambitious plans that have been set by the government of India to develop offshore wind, notably the announcement that there will be a tender process for 1 gigawatt of offshore wind off the coast of Gujarat in the coming months. And we're here really to share the experiences of the European Union and the European Investment Bank in particular in the financing of offshore wind of the last 15 to 18 years. Because offshore wind has been a great success story for Europe in providing a new source of clean, renewable energy to satisfy growing power demand. But it hasn't always been a smooth journey. There have been difficulties, there have been ups and downs in the development of offshore wind, different approaches taken by different companies and countries. And we feel that by sharing those experiences, that we can help India accelerate the process and perhaps avoid some of the problems that we faced in the early years of financing offshore wind in Europe. Ultimately, we would love, as the European Investment Bank, with a mandate to support the government of India in the delivery of its very ambitious 175 gigawatts of clean energy targets announced by Prime Minister Modi. We would love ultimately to be able to actually provide technical advice and financing potentially to support the delivery of these first offshore wind projects here.
Yeah, and you was telling us about the experiences that you faced in Delhi and with the European Union and EIB. Can I broaden this question to asking you that how can India, we know that India can be a bridge between developed and underdeveloped nations, developed nations with, as pioneers of renewable energy with underdeveloped are still able to tap it. And do you think that India can serve as a bridge in reaching out in a climate change, for example, in renewable energy sector as well?
Well, I think it already is. I think when Prime Minister Modi announced the 175 gigawatt target some time ago, 100 gigawatts for solar and 75 gigawatts for other forms of clean energy, including 60 gigawatts from wind, I think, to be frank, there was some skepticism a couple of years ago as to whether that was really possible. I think the fact that India has mobilized so much investment since then in clean energy is an inspiration to other countries around the world, lower income countries, that in fact renewables are affordable. They're not just a luxury. They really can outcompete other dirtier forms of energy and not only help countries deliver on their climate action targets, but actually improve their competitiveness, generate jobs and reduce energy bills for families. So I think India is an inspiration for the rest of the world in that regard.
Thank you for talking to us. So this was EIB Vice President Andrew McDowell signing off from ETV Bharat, New Delhi.